it's a new. Today I'm gonna do a new video. I'm gonna be whispering and telling a scary story that maybe it'll just relax you or scare you to sleep or something. But I'm just trying something new out, and if you guys like it, then hey, I'll probably do more. So today's video, I am going to be reading Cove on a website called CreepyPasta.com. I will put the link in the description box. Let me know if you guys like it or not. Okay. Estimated read time is 8 minutes, so I will begin reading now. It comes most often at night. The niggling memory gnawing in some corner of your mind like a rodent chewing the corners of the drywall. The memory of some brightly lit cartoon funland or a whirl of puppets. A memory of a TV show you would watch seated across leg on the living room floor with a fixed enthusiastic attention only a child can give, attention that you wish now you perhaps haven't given so freely. For there is something about the show, something about the discordant music, the details of the characters, their motivations, and the storylines that fix mechanical grins that seems, looking back, to be altogether too sinister to be a children's show. You try to block the memory out, and yet there in the back of your mind, most often at night, the puppet fixed grin keeps on smiling. Overview. Cove is a widely known and popular creepypasta with a fictional television series recollected by a number of posters on the childhood nostalgia forum. As the posters share their recollection, the things that they collectively remember more and more sinister, with the characters and features clearly being unsuitable for a children's viewing. Notably, examples that are the laughing stocks, the boat that is alive and sports a huge mouth, horrible at one-eyed character with two large teeth, and most famously a skeleton character known as the Skin Taker. Dun dun dun. Who wears the flesh of children over his naked bones. Hardly sesame, isn't it? Okay, we're not gonna read that nausea for television logo. Skyshell033, that's the user. The collector's a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 users. Subject: Cove local kids show. Does anyone remember this kids show? It was called Cove, and I must have been 6 or 7. I've never found reference to it anywhere, so I think it was on the local station around 1971 or 1972. I lived in Ironton at the time. I don't remember which station, but I do remember it was on at a weird time, like 4 o'clock p.m. Mike Painters 65 said, the subject, Cove local kids show. It seems really familiar to me. I grew up outside in Ashland and was 9 years old in 72. Cove, was it about pirates? I remember pirates marinate at the mouth of a cave. Marinate at the mouth of a cave, talking to a little girl. Skyshell033 said, yes, okay, I'm not crazy. I remember Private Percy. I was always kind of scared of him. He looked like he was built from parts of other dolls. Real low budget. His head was on a old Brooklyn baby doll, looked like an antique that didn't belong on the body. I don't remember what station this was. I don't think it was WTSF though. Jared 2005 said, sorry to resect this whole thread, but I know exactly what show you meant. Skyshell. I think Cove ran for only a couple months in 71, not 72. I was 12 and I watched it a few times with my brother. It was channel his two eyes are skewed and the flopping phone jaw and the fishing line that opened and closed it. Oh, it just looks so cheap and awful. You guys remember the villain, right? He had a face that was just a handlebar mustache above really tall, narrow teeth. Kevin Hart said, I honestly thought the villain was a private person. I was about 5 when the show was on. Nightmare Fuel. Jones 2005 said, that wasn't the villain, the puppet with the mustache. That was the villain's sidekick over at Silverbowl. He had a monocle too, but it was on top of the mustache. I used to think that meant he only had one eye, but yeah, the villain was another marionette, the skin taker. I can't believe what they let us watch back then, Kevin Hart said. Jesus Christ, the skin taker. What kind of show were we watching? I certainly could not look at the screen when the skin taker showed up. He just descended out of nowhere on a string, just a dirty skeleton wearing a brown top hat and cape, and his eyes that were too big for a skull. Christ almighty. Sky Shell said, wasn't his top hat and clothes all sewn up crazily? Was that supposed to be children's skin? Mike said, yeah, I think so. Remember his mouth didn't open and close, his jaw just slide back and forth. I remember the little girl said, why does your mouth move like that? And the skin taker didn't look at the girl, but the camera and said, to grind your teeth, your skin. I ruined it. Sky Shell said, I'm so relieved that other people remember this terrible show. I used to have this awful memory, a bad dream I had where the opening jingle ended, the show faded in from the back and all the characters were there, but the camera was just cutting to each other of the notes and they were just screaming and the puppets and marionettes were flaring specifically and just screaming. The girl was just moaning and crying like she'd been through hours of this. I woke up many times for that nightmare. I used to wet the bed when I had it. Kevin Hart said, I don't think that was a dream. I remember that. That was an episode. Skysha said, no, not possible. There was no plot or anything. I mean, literally just standing in a place crying and screaming for the whole show. Kevin Hart said, maybe I'm manufacturing the memory because you said that, but I swear to God, I remember seeing what you described. They just screamed. Jared said, oh God, yes, the little girl Janice. I remember seeing her shake, and the skin taker screaming into his gashing teeth, his jaw greening so wildly I thought it would just come off its wire hinges. I turned it off, and it was the last time I watched it. I ran to tell my brother, and we didn't have the courage to turn it back on. Mike said, I visited my mom today at the nursing home. I asked her about